Hey everybody! So today I am bringing you a nice upper body cool down, whether you just went to the gym and lifted weights or did some calisthenics or maybe some handstand preparation or anything like that. Anytime you're working your shoulders and your upper body, it's always good to cool everything down and stretch it all out. So let's get right into it and get ourselves feeling nice and loose. Starting off, make sure you have a firm base and bring your arms up to the side. We're just gonna start with a couple of arm circles. One way and then the other way. And then bringing your elbows in line with your shoulders. We will do some elbow rotations one way and then the other way. And release that. Bring your feet together and interlock your fingers, pressing your palms away, and then you're going to lift your hands above your head, coming up onto your toes for a little bit of a standing arch, and releasing that. You can keep your right arm above your head and bring it down, taking your left arm to your elbow for a nice shoulder stretch. I'll turn around so you can see what I'm doing. And release, other side. Now I'll stay this direction to start with this next one. You can leave your left arm where it is and bring your right arm down and around to touch. And we're just going to swap and swap, swap, swap. Just switching from one side to the other, finding some nice mobility. If your fingers touch, great. If not, just do your best. One more in each direction, and then we will hold just for a little bit. So if your fingers can grasp, kind of clasp them as much as you can. Breathe deep and relax into this shoulder stretch. And release, finding the stretch on the other side, and hold. And release. Just come to mid-mat, breathing in, hands above head, exhaling, coming down. We're going to find all fours or tabletop position, and quickly just making sure your hands are stacked underneath your shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to turn your fingertips out and all the way around so they're pointing towards your knees. We're going to find 3 nice circles in a clockwise direction, and then 3 circles counterclockwise. If this is already quite a big stretch for you, you can stay here at this bus stop. If not, you can bend your elbows a little bit, pressing into all of your fingertips and trying to keep the palm of your hand flat on the ground. And you should feel a nice deep stretch in the base of your wrist. And if you want to take it one step further, you can slowly peel back and try to keep your fingertips on the ground and tapping your elbows on the ground. Even just coming and slowly peeling back is lots though. You don't need to go as deep as I am in my stretch, as long as you're finding a stretch and releasing through your body. That's enough of that. We'll turn our fingertips just out to the side. You'll kind of have to widen them a little bit to keep your wrists underneath your shoulder. So in a nice seal stretch, we're going to find another 3 rotations over our wrists in a clockwise direction, and then 3 rotations in the other direction, counterclockwise. Now we are just going to flip onto the top of our hand so your palm is facing up towards your face and your fingers are pointing towards each other, trying to turn the soft bit of your elbows towards each other in the center in the same direction as your fingers. And this should be quite a generous stretch in the top of your forearm. If you want a little bit more, you can rock back and forth. If not, you can just breathe deep and appreciate the stretch where you're at. And releasing from that, you can move your hands a little bit further forward on the mat and coming down to your stomach. We are going to take our left arm out to the side and then shuffle it up about 10 centimeters or so. It's in line with the crown of your head. Pushing away from the ground with your right arm, bringing your right leg across your body and trying to find your foot flat on the ground if you can. You can find a nice shoulder stretch here. If you're looking for a little bit more, you can join your other foot flat on the ground, turning your knees up towards the sky. Same with your hips. And if you want a little bit more, you can reach your right arm all the way to the other side to try and find your right hand, but just do your best to keep your hand flat on the ground, your left hand, pressing through your fingers. I usually like to try and grab kind of the outside edge of this hand if I'm going to go this deep into the stretch. Breathing deep. Also, your head will definitely be lifted. It's not going to be the most comfortable. You can bring it down to the side, but it's going to be quite a deep neck stretch if so. A block fits well underneath your head in this position if it isn't uncomfortable for your neck at all. Now 1 deep breath, and on the exhale, you can release, coming back to your stomach. We are now going to take our left leg out to the side, just so it's parallel to your hip, and you are going to thread your left arm underneath your throat, so your palm is flat on the other side of your body now. Placing your right arm parallel to the right side of your body and ensuring your left arm is high enough up towards your chin that you have space to work your right shoulder down towards the ground. That's how you're going to get a nice juicy stretch in this position. And I forgot to mention, if putting your leg out to the side of your body completely straight isn't comfortable, you can always keep a 90-degree bend in your knee, or if you don't have the space in the area you're practicing in. But anyways, making sure you're taking a nice deep breath in and fully relaxing into this stretch and releasing your shoulder muscles. Now, if you want a bit of a deeper stretch, you can take your left hand and put it into a fist and bring just your forearm up and under your chin, keeping the upper area of your arm where it is and working your forearm down with your chin. That's going to be a nice deep stretch, but if the previous stretch was deep enough, you do not need to do this. Whatever feels comfortable in your body today, you can also play around and see if it works for you, and if it's not comfortable, you can go back to the stretch you were at before. But now we are going to release that and releasing your leg. We're going to do all the same stuff on the other side. So bringing our right arm out to the side of your shoulder and then bringing it about 10 centimeters higher, or so it's around in line with the top of your head. Looking in the opposite direction as your hand, pushing through your left hand to bring your left foot up and over to the other side of your body. If this is a generous stretch for you and you're feeling lots here, just stay at this bus stop. Don't force or push yourself into any positions that aren't comfortable for your body. If you're looking for a little bit more and you did it on the other side, you can join your other foot so both knees are pointed up towards the sky and your hips are too. And if you're looking for that little bit extra, you can pull your left arm all the way across to meet your right arm. Like I said, keep your hand nice and flat on the ground, and your head is definitely going to come up to find this full stretch if this is available in your body. Breathing deep. Just cooling down your body. After all of the work you put in your upper body, you want to give it a little bit of love to stretch it out and cool it down. One more deep breath in, and exhaling, release. Coming back to your stomach, bringing your right leg, so same leg as arm, that's out towards your side. You don't have to straighten your leg. You can also just come to a half frog stretch here, whatever is comfortable in your body. And threading that right arm underneath your throat. And taking your left arm parallel to the left side of your body, making sure your right arm is far enough up to be working that left shoulder down towards the ground and really getting deep into this stretch. Taking a nice deep breath in and relaxing fully on the exhale, releasing all of the tension that you have built up from your workout or whatever shoulder, upper body movements you have been doing beforehand. Just breathing deep, relaxing. And if you did it on the other side, you can take your hand into a fist, your right hand, and bend it towards your right shoulder and work it down with the weight of your chin to get that extra juicy stretch. But just make sure to keep things even. If you didn't do it on the other side, don't do it on this side, and vice versa. And if the previous stretch was deep enough for you, obviously just stay wherever is comfortable, making sure to really center into your breath and fuel your muscles with the oxygen they need to recover in this moment. Just relaxing and releasing this stretch now. Coming to your stomach, we are going to raise our right arm up in front of us like we are Superman, pressing through your left hand and rolling over onto our backs. Taking a second, you can bring your knees into your chest for a little bit of hip compression, a little bit of a self-hug, some love, showing your body appreciation for all the work it's just done. And if it feels comfortable, you can roll up on your spine to come to an upright position, or just make your way up to seated. We are going to place our hands, fingertips away from your bum, about mat width apart, and opening up your shoulders, pressing into your hands and feet, moving your hips further down the mat to find a nice stretch in our chest. If it feels right in your body, you can extend your legs straight or just keep them bent, whatever feels best for you. Taking a nice deep breath and releasing. Also, if you find any discomfort in your elbow joints, just give them a little bit of a micro bend and that should go away. But if a stretch ever doesn't feel right in your body or is too much, don't force or push anything. You don't want any injuries or anything like that. So taking a couple of deep breaths while we're here. And to release, bring your knees into your chest and forward, and you can take your weight off of your arms. I'm gonna center myself on my mat here. I'm going to bring my feet to about hip distance, put the backs of my hands on my lower back, and I'm going to work my elbows into the inside of my thighs and trying to keep my hands where they are on my lower back, just applying a little bit of pressure, squeezing your thighs in towards each other. You should find a nice, generous shoulder stretch here. Breathing deep, releasing all that tension you've just built up in your upper body. Squeeze a little bit harder and then release. That is all for my upper body cool down. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully you feel a little bit looser after you've done whatever sort of upper body routine, lifting, going to the gym, doing calisthenics, whatever may have suited you today. And yeah, go and have a wonderful day. Now they're all stretched out and cooled down. Thank you.